Hey, champion of the chart, it's Jerremy Newsome, and I have a review video just for you to provide you insight and give you as much education and enrichment as I can in the next 4 or 5 minutes. First and foremost, the Qs. Right now, we are down a little bit. We're gapping down. We have a very interesting, indecisive candle. Now, I'm not calling for the end of the world yet because we are still above the 200 simple on a weekly chart, and we are at the 50 EMA on a monthly. Brand new month just started. That, of course, is the month of July. And so the new EMA did get updated and changed a little bit, which bodes well for anyone who is bearish. I do have some puts on the Qs, and I do expect us to go a little bit lower before we go higher and then before we start crashing down. Here are the stocks that I would like to review for you. Here is Zim, integrated shipping. And I'm watching this one very, very closely because it does have a very cute bullish high wave candle right now at support. And this trend line has been held up pretty well, but this is a very, very nice double top. And you got a humongous, incredible, perfect bear gap and go, creating that second lower high for Zim integrated shipping. So if we close below the low of this bull candle in the next few days, I would really consider most likely some type of bearish positions, puts or shorting some shares on Zim integrated shipping. Amazon. So we did a weekly options newsletter on Amazon. Here was your bullish candle right here that closed below the 10 EMA. So bullish candle closing below the 10. Had an evening star reversal. So we're looking at playing this on the downside, and it did get a little bit of a quick, fast drop, which was nice. Keeping in mind, Amazon has a very, very strong support right here at about 102. I don't think it holds, although it very well can. If we get a close below this support line in the next, 2-3 weeks, expect 74.60 to eventually hit on Amazon. Maybe August, September timeframe, but slowly over time, I'd be a little bit more bearish than bullish if we do, in fact, break that support, especially since we have a bear gap and go here. We have a lower high, lower high, lower high. So we have a downward triangle coming in on Amazon. So it's interesting to keep in mind. Google, with it split right around the corner, is down just a hair pre-market, but we do have the split, which is going to be big news, and a lot of people are going to be excited about that split, but even the split could not cause Google to go higher. That's interesting to keep in mind because we keep failing the 100 simple on a weekly chart, and we are below it right now. We closed below it, and most likely will close below it this week. So we are in a triangle pattern of some kind on Google. My take, we probably bounce a little bit as we come up into the split, but if we don't and we close below this support, then we retest on the split and then go a little bit lower. Long term, obviously, Google's a great company to buy, but just keep in mind that you probably can buy it for a little bit less than it is right now and just be watching this in time. All right, AMD. The interesting thing about AMD, I had a buddy of mine named Scott tell me actually on this day right here to not be buying AMD because the big funds, big hedge funds, big mutual funds, they're all beginning to sell it and or short it. That was good advice. So thank you, Scott. We did retest this level. And again, it's not extremely hard to see when this candle came in that we closed below all of this support. And this is a very, very easy support line to draw. And this was a bear gap and go on June 16th. So all we did was we went lower, we retested old support, new resistance, and we failed. As of right now, AMD is opening below the low of yesterday. Short the rips, and keep in mind that on a weekly chart, it's looking pretty brutal as well. This is a bull candle closing below the 10 EMA on a, sorry, I said weekly chart. This is a monthly time frame on AMD. So this is a bear 10 EMA setup on a monthly chart for AMD. That does not bode extremely, extremely well for this particular company. The 200 simple on a weekly, again, the Qs are almost already there, so I'm assuming AMD will get there pretty easily. It's about 67. A lot of opportunity to make some money between now and then, so short the pullbacks and be watching for some lower lows in the future on AMD. Shopify had it split. It's now trading at $31 a share. Now, I do think that there's probably a buying opportunity in here somewhere, thinking something like this. If it trades down to like 28.50-ish, that could be a good spot to buy because that would be a brand new low. And you can see the new low on Shopify there, and there did in fact produce a little bit of a quick run up. When I say quick run up, keeping in mind, I mean, that would be realistically, let's see, something like from 28 up back up to here, be about a 35% return. It's not bad. Are you trying to time the bottom? Are you catching a falling knife? Yes and yes. So do so cautiously and trepidatiously. But with all these bear candles coming in, some of these shorts will be buying to close at some point. But this was a really, really nice resistance level, right? Same exact resistance price that we failed on Shopify numerous times before. We did it again. Buy low, sell high, or sell high, buy low. Nvidia, also a little on the weaker side. We're gapping down. We made a new low. We've closed below some really, really strong support. I'm looking for Nvidia to potentially retest this level, and then I'll have a stop loss up here. These two bullish candles are very significant. And the fact that we've closed below those numerous times, I will be looking for potentially maybe a retest of those prices. But even if not, I think NVIDIA is going to go a little bit lower. And here's why. We have a bullish high wave candle doji that we closed below. This is a 10 EMA play with really, really good volume. And we have a double top on NVIDIA. So things look like we could go a little bit lower. 50 EMA on a monthly is at 139. So just be cognizant of that. But yeah, very, very interesting to watch. And then two more to keep a close eye on. This is Albertsons, and I love Albertsons as far as a grocery company, but this support is very, very strong. We had an incredible run up, really, really nice move. And unfortunately, all the bulls are stacking this price right here on Albertsons. So could this be a great place to go along? Absolutely. Same thing with Zim integrated shipping. It's out of support. It could certainly bounce. No issues buying it, but have a good stop, have a good risk reward, have some puts, be ready that if Albertsons takes this candle out and this support out, it will flush pretty significantly. The 100 simple on a monthly is about down here at 23 and some change. So that's still about 3.5, 4 points that you could make if it starts dropping. That is a distribution phase. That is a pretty interesting support level. And again, we can bounce off of it gorgeously and run higher. But if we don't, good grief. And then last but not least is CF Industries. CF is opening kind of flat right now. We still got an hour before market open, but bull candle closing below the 10 EMA. We had three of those back here in June, and you were able to play this big, amazing, gorgeous bear candle on June 23rd. That was nice. Then we retested, and now we have another bull candle. So if we break below the low of that bull candle, I would imagine that we eventually flush down into a target on CF Industries. Well, team, that about does it for me for your Friday stock review. I hope this was helpful, beneficial, impactful, and of course, enriching. I love you all. Have a fantastic 4th of July weekend. The markets are closed here in the U.S. on Monday, so enjoy your holiday. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.